Hello everyone, this is Vicki Verley. Thank you so much for joining me for your monthly Tarotscopes. These monthly mini readings offer a glimpse into what it's really like to have a personal consultation with me. A private reading is much more personal and in-depth. I psychically tune into your energy and get visions and impressions that are specific only to you. If you would like to order a personal reading from me, or check out some of the other products and services that I offer, you can do so by checking out the link below. And now, without further ado, on to the reading. Taurus. Hello Taurus. Thank you for joining me for your free December 2014 Tarotscope. And I'm going to skip the astrology from now on in these readings. I think it's too disjointed. So we're just going to do the Tarotscope and the animal totem cards, okay? So let's get rolling with Taurus. Oh, these want to come out. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that. And another thing, I'm not going to talk so much until I get these cards laid out, because I think it's sort of distracting. I think this one goes up here, and then we're going to put that one there. It's sort of distracting, so let's get the cards laid out and then we'll go into some talk stuff. Okay, we need one more row along the bottom here. And then I think one more card will do it. Okay. Well, there's a lot about finances and pentacle cards for you guys, so feels like that's going to be some key issues that you're going to be looking at this month. Yeah, so, what do you love to do? I mean, I think that's the biggest thing of it all. What do you really love to do? What makes your heart sing? What makes you light up? What makes you happy? What brings you joy? This is what you need to focus on. As far as, and it doesn't, I think what they're telling us here is that it doesn't necessarily have to be a hobby. I think for some of you guys, you've been keeping it more of a hobby. And then you have this other thing that pays the bills. Because Eight of Pentacles in reverse is a card of like, I hate this job. Take this job and shove it. I just heard that song in my head, that country song. Yeah, so it's like that. It's just like, I just hate this. I have to drag myself in. I hate doing it. It's a drudgery. It brings me no joy. As a matter of fact, it sucks me dry, sucks my energy dry. As I mentioned in one of the other spreads, though, that had a lot of pentacles showing up, sometimes people do pick up extra work at this time of year. Maybe get another part-time job or take in other things, you know, side work, just to get a little extra money for the holidays. So that might be the case, too. But really what I want to tell you is it worth it? Because if it's draining you that much, I don't know that it's worth it, you know. And because up here we're talking about, you know, this feeling of lacking, a feeling of not having enough. And that's not okay for Tauruses. You know, Taurus, you need to feel financially secure. That's very high on the list there. That's very important to you guys. So there's an element of that. And I think that the reason that and Tauruses are very creative. You're ruled by Venus. Many of you are musical or artistic. And I feel kind of strong that this is kind of what it is. Or, you know, it could also be having a baby. Because sometimes the sun card is the baby. And maybe you're saying, well, we just can't afford it right now, and I have to wait till I can get this, and this in place, and then we can think about having a kid. Or I gotta make sure I got all my bills caught up, and then I can work on my art or my creative stuff. Or I gotta stay with this crappy job until my creative stuff is making X amount of dollars, and da-da-da-da. But sometimes if you're staying with your crappy job that you hate, you don't have the time to devote to that, and you're so drained that you can't do it. So I'm feeling like, as hard as it might be, we need to cut back a little on our day job, or just the fact of getting the money, and focus a little bit more on, if money didn't matter, what would I be doing? If money were an object, what would I be doing? And that's where it's going to go. Because, and I feel like maybe you did give it a go at some time, you know, and it didn't go well, or you know, and this is also deep instilled beliefs. So maybe, you know, you were told that by whoever, the powers that be, your parents or your art teacher said you suck or something, you know, or your music teacher or whoever, you know, you'll never make it. You know, you might as well, you know, that's your childish fantasies. Put down your childish fantasies and get real here, right? There's a lot about, you know, we've got empresses here too. So Empress, some of you may be getting pregnant. You know, that could be a thing. When we get the Sun and the Empress, I mean, they're not exactly by each other, but when they're together in the spread, often that means a baby's coming, because the Empress is the pregnancy card. So that could be for a lot of you. But again, and your creative stuff, those are your babies. It's the fifth house, right, in astrology. Fifth house is you give birth to your children there, but it's also where you give birth to your creative projects, and those are your creation. But the Empress says that it's going to be all good, that it's going to be fruitful and wonderful and abundant. So say you've had trouble getting pregnant. This says you could carry a baby to full term, or somebody you care about, your grandchild or your daughter or whoever, daughter-in-law. You know, says, okay, you're going to make it. You're going to have a good pregnancy and be healthy, okay? But it also can be, again, back to this, you're going to be able to sustain yourself and not have to do this anymore or as much even. Star never wanted you to bail on your stuff over here, or bail on your dreams. Star is your spirits, angels, and guides, and it's in reverse, says, we never told you to, you know, you're not following us. This is your free will, and this is your ego, and this is your monkey mind, and your material side doing this. It wasn't in the stars or in the cards for you to bail on what you really want to do. And I know that there's a real world out there. We got to pay our bills. I mean, I get that. Believe me. I got Capricorn sun. I'm right there with you, Taurus. You know, we got to pay the bills. No denying that. But I'm just feeling like you got to do this creative thing. And I think it's going to be really coming forward for you. You know, High Priestess is there, and that's trust your intuition and everything. Sometimes when it lines up like this, it's like you really are just pulling it out of there. You're just pulling it, it's coming intuitively, and it comes coming through you, and you're on it. You could be on a major role if you would sit down and have time for it. So I think that's a lot of it, making time. I do feel like something cool is happening, though, even if you're not creative. A new beginning in money is happening. And even if it's Sun and you're not creative, that's not what you're talking about. Maybe it's just something that you just love to do, period, or that you're happy with, that brings you great joy. It doesn't have to be the arts, quote unquote. And what brings you joy? Because there's an opportunity to go more in that direction. Now, it's just the Ace of Pentacles now, so it's just the beginning of it. But there's news coming. Or if you see something, you see an opportunity, don't hesitate. Act. Act quickly. 8 of Rods, go for it. Get on that thing. Fool. Be of open heart. Take that chance. Take that leap. Show your work. Who cares what the 3rd grade art teacher told you? You know? Maybe they were just real conventional and didn't get it, you know? I'm just feeling like you were told by other people to shut down. You adapted into this mode. Oh, they're right. I'll never make enough money doing art to support myself, or I'll never be able to work. You work some job you hate, and then whatever you love to do is your hobby on the side, creative or not. And I say no. I say there's opportunities here, and it's coming up in this month, it feels like, and it's definitely showing in the card. Take a chance. Fools, be a chance. What is he looking at? On your hunches, on your feelings, on your vibe. Maybe some of you are even readers with this. High Priestess is the psychic card. Maybe you want to start breaking out and doing some readings on your own. And maybe it's just been a hobby for now, developing your psychic spiritual stuff. And it says, yeah, you could make some money doing it. You'd be okay. 6 of Pentacles, you're going to get the paycheck. Okay, the money's going to come. 6 of Pentacles is not like a win to me. I feel like this is that 6 you've worked for it. You've done the apprenticeship, and now you're ready to move into the next phase where you're getting paid. You've done it as a hobby. You've done it as a sideline. You've done it for pleasure. Now you can make some money and get paid for it, okay? So that's what I'm feeling really strong for you guys. But definitely, if you're looking for a new job, that could happen. You know, a new source of income is coming. An opportunity for a new source of income is definitely coming for you guys. So it's up to you what you do with it. But I say go for it. Okay? Okay, let me grab, I gotta get the cat off my lap. He's always wanting to get in the picture here. Okay, so let's grab these totem cards and take a look at you guys for the totem for the month. Okay, Great Spirit, reveal to us the animal totem card for Taurus for December of 2014. Here it is. Daddy Longlegs. Ooh, it's a spider. I just remember that song, Boris the Spider. Who did that? I think the Who, or the guy, John Entwistle, did that. Okay, but anyways, here it is. Weaving deeper relationships is what this spider is telling us. Daddy Longlegs in particular. Okay, as always, you could look this up on your own, and I would look up just spider, too, if you were going to look it up on your own. But stay tuned. I'm going to be back with my take on this, as well as some other new cool things I want to tell you about. So be right back. The main characteristic of a daddy longlegs, as opposed to other spiders, is in fact its legs. Legs are what support us in this world. How strong is your idea or your convictions or your plan? Does it have legs to stand on? Legs are also how we move around in this world and can indicate moving from one place to another or travel. Okay, before we go, I want to talk a little bit about some new things that I'm offering, including a year ahead video reading, personal reading. But before we do that, I wanted to show you some of this new art stuff that I've been getting into. I've been really into working with my hands, and I've got this idea for these. It's your personal chart, like the mandalas are. It's based on your chart, and it does involve the aspect lines, but it's just made of like metallic material, metallic wire. And this is like the old string art from the 70s, but it's made of metal wire, and it's cool, and it's like the edges are like some sort of energy vortex, and then your chart is in the middle. And it's going to be available in a couple different color themes. You can have choose your color of the outer ring. This is a copper one that we've pictured here. I'm also going to have a silver toned one and a brass one. And then of course the inside I'll be doing your planets, and no two will be alike. It's personalized art. And then on the back I do a sticker which says the date, when it was created, and who it was created for, and their birthday and everything. And then I do date it and sign it on the back. So it's a one-of-a-kind art by me. It's dimensional art, and it's made of metal. So that would be a really cool gift for somebody. It's about 8-9 inches in diameter. It's made of wood and wire, made of metal. So it's pretty cool. If you'd like to get one for yourself, or order one be a great Christmas present for somebody who is, a holiday gift for somebody who's into astrology. And you can find that on the tapestry page. And then the next thing is, a lot of people have been asking me if I do video readings, and I have shied away from that just because of the upload time and everything involved. But I think I'm going to do a limited time offer for the year ahead for 2015. This will be the spread of it. And what I'll do is like the first 3 months, the second 3 months, third 3 months, and then the last 3 months of the year coming ahead. And they'll of course not look like this. It'll be flipped over. It'll be just like I do the readings that you see on the videos. It'll be just like that. I haven't decided. It'll be a privately just for you. I haven't decided how I'm going to accomplish that. I may end up even starting another channel just for that. And then you'll be sent a private link, or maybe I'll upload it and you can download it off my site. I'll figure that out by the time these videos go live. And that'll also be available on the Tapestry Life order page, where I have everything for the time being. And of course, if you're watching these videos to learn how to read tarot, this would be the study guide. This is my book, Tarot in the Modern World. It's available on Amazon, and you can find the links below. And it gives like really nice, easy to understand descriptions, just like I do. Upright and reverse, and I give a little poem to kind of memorize it. It's sort of a beginner book, but more advanced people might end up getting something out of it. I give how you relate it to other cards, as I do in the readings. And again, this would also be a kind of a cool gift too. You can order it right off Amazon if somebody's interested in tarot or wanting to learn tarot. It's inexpensive, and it's pretty much covers all the bases. I want to thank you all and don't forget to check out some of my other channels, the Green Glen, the children's channel, and my music channel as well. And I definitely want to thank you all for liking and sharing and commenting on my videos and subscribing. And for all of you who have ordered readings, I want to thank you as well. I've met a lot of new people through YouTube, picked up a lot of new clients booking readings with me, which is, I love doing that, meeting new people. Thank you for sharing my videos and liking and donating. I do these free videos, and I rely on the donations to cover my time on it, which can be, quite a bit of time put into these. But it's a labor of love too, as well as on the Tapestry of Life mandalas is another labor of love of mine, based on the astrological aspects of your chart, and it's personalized art as well. I want to remind you all that you are love and beauty incarnate, and have a great holiday season, and I'll see you in the new year.